Hello friends, welcome to my channel Eccentric Learning. Many videos on various quantitative aptitude topics like trigonometry, sequences in series, inequalities, etc. has already been uploaded. I hope you guys are going through that. If not, some of the videos link has already been given in the description box. Please go through it. Also, if you like my videos, then do subscribe my channel and also share with your friends. Today, we are going to start geometry where we'd be seeing what are lines and angles. So let us begin with today's video. Well, geometry is a lengthy topic where we need to cover a lot of things. We'd be starting with lines and angles where we'd be seeing what are parallel lines, perpendicular lines, various kind of angles like acute angle, obtuse angle, and so on. Once we're done with lines and angles, we'd be starting with triangles where we'd be seeing the properties of triangles along with some theorem like angular bisector theorem and Apollonius theorem. We'd be also covering geometric centers of triangles like the orthocenter, circumcenter, centroid, and so on. We'd be also seeing what are congruent triangles and similar triangles, and we'd be also seeing some questions based on these concepts. Once we're done with triangles, we'd be starting with quadrilaterals, where we'd be seeing various four-sided figures like parallelogram, rectangle, square, etc. along with their properties. Post quadrilateral, we'd be seeing what are polygons like pentagon, hexagon, and so on, and what are regular polygons. And we'd be also seeing some formulas which we can use to find the number of sides or angles of a regular polygon. Once we're done with polygons, we'd be continuing with circles where we'd be seeing various theorems, theorems on chords, theorems on tangents, inscribed angle theorem, alternate segment theorem, and so on. And we'd be also doing some questions based on these theorems. And finally, we'd be seeing mensuration where we'd be covering various 3D figures like cubes, cylinders, spheres, etc. And we'd be also seeing some formulas to find the volumes and surface areas for these 3D figures. So now let us start with lines and angles. A line can be defined as a one-dimensional figure which has some length but no width. So this can be considered as a line. Again, if we draw one more line which is crossing this line at say this point, then both these lines would be forming some angle between them. Let us assume this angle to be theta. Now, if this angle theta lies between 0 and 90 degree, then this angle is said to be an acute angle. If this angle theta is 90 degree, then this angle is said to be a right angle. In a similar way, if this angle theta lies between 90 degree and 180 degree, then this is said to be an obtuse angle. If this angle theta is 180 degree, then it is said to be a straight angle. In a similar way, if this angle theta lies between 180 and 360, then it is said to be a reflex angle. And when this angle is 360 degree, then this angle is said to be a complete angle. Now here I have drawn three lines L1, L2 and L3 such that all these three lines intersect at this point, and the angle between line L1 and L2 is say A, the angle between the lines L2 and L3 is say B, and the angle between the lines L1 and L3 is say C. Then the summation of all these three angles, that is A plus B plus C, would be a straight angle, that is this would be 180 degrees. That means the sum of all the angles made on one side of a straight line by any number of lines joining the line at some point would be 180 degrees. In a similar way, if I consider this angle to be say E, this angle to be say F, and this angle to be say G, in that case we can write E plus F plus G to be 180 degree. So from here we can say that A plus B plus C plus E plus F plus G can be written as 180 plus 180, that is 360 degree. That is, the sum of all these angles is a complete angle. So when any number of straight lines join at a point, then the sum of all the angles around that point is a complete angle, that is 360 degree. Now say if there are two angles such that the sum of the two angles is 90 degree, then the angles are said to be complementary angles. Whereas if the sum of the two angles is 180 degree, then the angles are said to be supplementary angles. So if we consider two angles to be say theta 1 and theta 2, in that case, if theta 1 plus theta 2 is 90 degree, then the angles are said to be complementary angles. Whereas if theta 1 plus theta 2 is 180 degree, then these angles are said to be supplementary angles. Now say if it has been given that one angle is 1/4 of its supplementary angle, and we need to find that angle. So we can assume the angle to be theta. In that case, the supplementary angle of this angle theta would be 180 minus theta. And it has been given that this angle theta is 1/4 of its supplementary angle. So we can write theta would be equal to 1/4 of 80 minus theta. Now, this is an equation, and when we solve this out, in that case, angle theta would be 36 degree. So that means the angle which is 1/4 of its supplementary angle is 36 degree. So we just need to know the definition of complementary angles and supplementary angles, and we can use it whenever requires. Now let us see what are parallel lines and perpendicular lines. Two lines are said to be parallel if they never intersect. So the angle between two parallel lines will always be 0 degree. So if we consider one such line to be this line say, and the other line to be say this line, such that this line L1 and L2 never intersect, then the lines L1 and L2 can be termed as parallel lines. In a similar way, two lines are said to be perpendicular lines if the angle formed between them is 90 degree. So if we consider this line to be the first line and this line to be the second line, such that the angle formed between these two lines is 90 degree, then these lines are said to be perpendicular lines. Now say if these two parallel lines L1 and L2 are being cut by another straight line, say L, in that case, this line L is said to be a transversal. So transversal is a straight line which cuts two or more parallel lines. Now, since this transversal cuts these two parallel lines L1 and L2 at these points, so there would be some angle formed between them. Let us name these angles to be say A, this to be say B, this to be say C, and this to be say D. In a similar way, let us name these angles to be say E, this angle to be say F, this angle to be say G, and this angle to be say H. Now, since the transversal L forms angle A with the line L1 and forms angle E with the line L2, and the lines L1 and L2 are parallel, so this angle, that is angle A and angle E, would be equal, and these angles are said to be corresponding angles. In a similar way, angle B would be equal to angle F, and angle C would be equal to angle G, and angle D would be equal to angle H. And all these angles are corresponding angles. Also, angle C and angle E would be equal, and angle D and angle F will also be equal. And these angles are said to be alternate angles. So angle C would be equal to angle E, and angle D would be equal to angle F, and these are alternate angles. Also, when two lines intersect, the vertically opposite angles are equal. So angle A would be equal to angle C, angle B would be equal to angle D, angle F would be equal to angle H, and angle E would be equal to angle G. And all these angles are vertically opposite angles. Also, angle A and angle B together would be a straight angle. So angle A plus angle B would be 180 degree. In a similar way, angle B plus angle C plus angle D, and angle D plus angle A will also be straight angles. So the summation of all these angles will also be 180 degree. In a similar way, angle F plus angle E, or angle E plus angle H plus angle G, or angle G plus angle F will also be straight angles. So the summation of all these angles will also be 180 degree. So when there are parallel lines and there is a transversal, in that case, all the corresponding angles will be equal. All the alternate angles will also be equal, and the vertically opposite angles will also be equal. Now let us see one question based on parallel lines. If L, M, and N are lines parallel to each other, calculate the measures of the angles A and B in the given figure. So this is a given figure to us in which L, M, and N are parallel lines, and this angle is angle A and this angle is angle B, which we need to find. It has been also given that angle PQR, that is, this angle is 100 degrees and angle TQR is 75 degree. So angle TQR is 75. So that means this angle is 75 degree. Also, point PU, TQ, and RV are points on the lines L, M, and N respectively. So this complete angle is 100 degree. This angle is 75 degree, and we need to find the measure of angle A and angle B. Now, since this angle is 75 degree and this complete angle is 100 degree, so we can say that this angle would be 100 minus 75, that would be 25 degree. Now, since lines L and M are parallel to each other and PQ is transversal, so this angle and angle A would be the alternate angles, so they would be equal. So angle A would be equal to 25 degree. Also, angle PQT and angle B together would be a straight angle. So this total angle would be 180 degree. So 25 degree plus angle B would be equal to 180 degree. From this, we can say angle B would be 180 minus 25 degree, which would be giving us 155 degree. So measure of angle A is 25 degree and measure of angle B is 155 degree. So in this way, simply by knowing what are alternate angles, straight angles, and so on, we can find the measure of such angles. So that's it for today's video, in which we have seen what are lines and angles, parallel lines, perpendicular lines, and so on. And in the next video, we are going to start triangles and its properties. I hope you have learned something in today's video, but if you have any confusion, you can watch the video again, and still if you have any doubts, you can put it in the comment box. I will try to answer each one of your queries. So if you like my videos, then do subscribe my channel and also share with your friends. I will see you all in my next video. Till then, keep learning, keep sharing, and keep growing. Thank you.